Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to another Monty After Dark. We got Natural Ginger here with me. If you want to join the panel, then smash that link. You could use your phone, you can use your laptop, you can use your tablet, you can use your desktop computer, anything. So we're going to talk about everything Foodie Beauty's missing right now on a Friday. I wonder what she's doing. She's also saying she's going to stop her streams when she is being sniped.
Yeah, of course she is. Of course she is. Hello, Monty. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
The fact her going to, well, I hope she does it for a little bit, actually, because it would be fun and games, wouldn't it? It'd be proper crackhead Olympics, because she's going to get really pissed off when it keeps on happening. And she's going to have something to say. But is she going to do it? Will it do anything for her monetarily? No, I don't think it will. And if it won't do anything for her monetarily, she's not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, where do you think she is right now?
In bed. Well, it's only 5 o'clock, isn't it? It's 10:30 here at night, so it's 5:30 where she is. She
Yeah,
could be in bed having a long breakfast or on the long road.
or watching and
The
listening to this
outhouse,
panel.
or watching this,
Yeah,
or she could be multitasking and doing both. She could be sat on the toilet right now, dumping her breakfast and listening to us. Hi, Chantal.
true. It could be anything,
It
really.
could be anything, but where is she? In seriousness, I just think she's probably still in a scratcher, which is
Mhm.
why I call the bed, because you always scratch when you get in bed, don't you?
All right, Texas Toast says I saw a clip that Nader said if you use more than 30 seconds of his stream, he's going to take you down. He talked to a lawyer.
How's he going to do that?
I guess maybe sue me or
Sue you?
anybody.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to sue anybody that uses his content.
What if as soon as you go online and somebody makes a tweet about you, Nada, how are you going to cope with that? Or somebody who snipes you, you've been on 20 minutes, but they start sniping you from the beginning. So there is actually a time delay. How are you going to cope with that? What about if they're making commentary or having a live stream and interacting and transforming it somehow? How are you going to cope with that? Because false striking is against TOS as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being
But,
a nuisance, striking people for no reason, just because you can't or won't read the rule book.
yeah, for sure.
But he's spent money on a lawyer, has he? And he's got he's called Saul, has he? And got advice.
Yep.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello,
perfect and
sweetheart.
perfect. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. It has been a foodie free day and I am living it up. This is actually nice not having her on. She has
Mhm.
been, I mean, she's always obnoxious, but she has really been obnoxious this week. It's been bad.
Well, we're going to feel like this every day, aren't we? Once she gives up her channel, yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be. It's a taste of the future, isn't it, Chantal? When you give your channel up.
Yeah. It's funny to me how she was raging last night about reaction channels, and so was Natty Daddy raging about reaction channels too.
What was he
Like,
saying?
oh, that well, he was striking. He was striking the queen. You know, the queen who has the channel.
Mhm.
He struck her, and then he was going off. Yeah, but my content. You can't make money off my content, and I'm gonna call a lawyer, and I'm gonna da, da, da. And then
Yeah.
Dede in the back parroting, and then Dede's like, yeah, it's funny how you all think fair use. Fair use has nothing to do with YouTube. What are you talking? Go back to doing your little office work, Dede, because this is not for you. Like, go. Fair use is for YouTube. Don't.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
And
It really is. They don't even
no,
know what they're talking about.
not at sniping. I'm telling you now, not at sniping, as it's not really sniping. It's called live commentary, and
Yeah.
it's allowed.
Well, they seem to have no problem going to other people's chats. They went into Jessica Messica's chat last night, and very vulgar, extremely vulgar, the things he was saying in there.
Well, I heard that he got absolutely kicked around like a flipping
Oh, he did. Well,
dog
because
turd in Gary's chat.
yeah, like everybody was there. Gary was there. Erie was there. Like everybody just came out and just took him down. Like he didn't have a chance. And then he left. He ran crying because him and Dede, they can't handle the pressure.
Yeah, is he going to call the police?
The
Because he's a
police.
Jeff Cooks, isn't he? Jeff Cooks.
Oh my gosh.
The police. You need to call the police. He's just full of it. He intimidates people throughout his life with, I'm going to do this, I'm going to eat you, I'm going to chew your ears off, I'm going to fuck your grandma. Things like that. And people who he associates with are like, oh, but and now he's going to get a lawyer, and he is going to go and tell on the headmaster, the boss, the management at YouTube. And they're going to go, oh, then you go, Nanny, Daddy, you poor thing, you Fifi's all hurt. Yes, we're going to get the big bad Gary and the big bad Monty from you. Oh.
And with
I don't
what
know.
money?
I don't know. He hasn't been coming after me lately. It's like mostly Gary now, and like Mary Cab and Jennifer Corvina and Jessica Messica.
Well, he won't come after you because he lost his channel for a week because he went after you. Like and I'm convinced of that. Like because he doesn't come after you. He's scared of you. That's obvious.
Yeah. He's all bluff and bluster, just like somebody else that we know. It's all wind and piss. It really is. And it's just laughable. And so hence we laugh and point.
Yeah, that's why I still, unpopular opinion, but I think Foodie and Natter are a great couple.
So do I.
They should go
really
for
want
it.
them to be together.
Yeah, go for it. They should be doing OnlyFans together, having a couples channel together, and they are the same level.
Doing apology videos in grey hoodies and bare feet, and that's that in a mute. We're sorry we sacrificed chickens on the channel. We're sorry we did this, did that, but we love each other and God will help us and all that garbage. Yeah, couples channel. Oh no, but that means if they do a couples channel, they would get a pet, and I don't want them to have anything to do with animals. So
I think Dede's will be their pet.
Pete's.
Pete's and Dede.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so we got Farida in the back. Farida, I'm gonna add you now. Hey, Farida.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Farida.
Hi, how are you doing?
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just gonna say, talking about, Nader calling the police. Well, we don't have in Arabic. There's no P, so you always like people that it's their second language. They always say the police. Like it just sounds funny. But you ever notice people that talk the most are the ones that do the least, excuse me. Oh my God, I can't speak English like him now, but he's all, he talks like, I can't even watch him. I know he went after Mary. I heard in the comments, because I couldn't even watch him through even reaction channels because I get really angry, but he went after Mary and her husband and DV and her husband doing like DV to her. I mean, I just from the comment, and I just thought that he's just beyond disgusting, beyond vile. But of course he's, remember he has apartments. He was a chef he worked in a 2-star Michelin restaurant or what, I mean, he all these things he just comes up with just because, he just makes things up because he thinks people are not going to check. And he thinks he can get away with it. But everybody sees right through the bullshit. I mean, let's, obviously.
Yeah, he's dealing with a whole different animal now of people side-eyeing him because this is what he's been used to. But since he's gone on the internet, there's lots of people out there who can really see it and call it out and not afraid to. And he's a little bit bamboozled because his usual misogynistic bullying tactics or
it's the fact that
don't work here.
Yes, I apologize. Like the fact that he goes so low, it's just, nothing shocks me, but the fact that you are upset that Mary is critiquing your food, but everybody could see it's literally that your dog won't even eat that food. That's how nasty it is. Like Dede's obviously, she's not working with a lot up there, but so she just eats it. But like Mary has every right to critique your food. She, but you can critique her back or say something, even though you don't have anything against her. But
He can't
why?
though, can he? Because what she
No.
says is true, and her delivery is very peaceful, and she
Ex-
doesn't get ruffled. She's got a very droll, dry
Yes.
sense of humor. She's totally ripping out the piss out of him, but saying
Mhm.
something in a very nice, positive, helpful way. And it's just so subtle and brilliant.
She doesn't
She's
even,
just,
yeah,
she just
exactly.
drives him nuts. She's brilliant.
She doesn't even have to cook, and you could tell she because her husband, I guess, is she worked in the restaurant business. Her husband is an executive chef or something like that, and she knows what she's talking about. Like you said, she doesn't go all crazy. She's very articulate. She explains how the way to do whatever he does, the garbage that he cooks. She explains how you're supposed to actually do it.
Yeah.
So
She's
he
the
gets
total antithesis of him, isn't she? With just her delivery's
absolutely.
perfect.
Well, it's and it
busting his
shows,
bubble.
yeah, and it shows you intelligence. She's somebody that has intelligence, so she doesn't have, like, Chantel and Natter have no intelligence. So when they go after people, right, they go after their looks. Natter goes after them sexually. Like, they cannot even keep up. I feel that way when they go after Garlic Bread. Like, whatever you think about Garlic Bread, he's intelligent. He speaks facts. Mary, intelligent. She speaks facts. They're not degrading somebody. They're speaking facts about really what's going on. What's Monty, you're the same way. Like, you cut through all the BS and you present, this is what's really going on. And these two can't do that because they don't have the intelligence to do that.
No, that absolutely head and shoulders above. I mean, most people are, really, if you think about it. But yeah, the intelligence and the wit, the delivery, everything is. They could never, ever, ever hope to be like that. In fact, they've not even thought about doing that. They just look at other people doing it and think, "Oh, I'm just going to say something nasty in a sexual, well, in a vaguely sexual way."
And yeah, somebody just said, I'm sorry, in the chat really quick, cuckoo, is that how you say it? 2017? That's so true. Natter is especially thinks he's above criticism from a female. I mean, that is so true. Very my God, so true. Mm-hmm. He cannot take it. So, like, for instance, why do you have to go after her husband and DV and talk about, I don't even want to say it, like, it's just so vulgar. Like, why her husband doing DV things to her?
It's
why?
What he's used to, isn't it? That's the sort of level. That's the flavor of his life coming through: violence and revenge. And
oh my God!
like
I just have to read this comment. I'm sorry. Steffi640 says, "I think we should feed Nader's cooking to enemies of war. Best weapon ever." That's so true. Like, oh yes, they loved your cooking. We're sending it off to God, wherever we're fighting.
I think you'll find that's against the Geneva Convention. We can't do it. It's just not allowed.
It's against humanitarian. It's it's a humanitarian a crime of war or something.
Last night he cooked angel hair. I don't even want to say cooked. He put angel hair pasta for 50 minutes. He baked it in the oven. Like,
oh my God!
Yeah, exactly.
Angel hair pasta baked.
What is he baking? What is he doing? Oh God!
And then they couldn't even eat it because he put too much spice. He put so much spice on it. Dede, you can hear her. When you eat something really spicy and you're like coughing, and Dede goes, "Oh, this is really spicy." And then Natter's eating it. Even Natter couldn't get it down because it was so bad.
I can't. I mean, why choose angel hair? At least go for something substantial like cannelloni or something.
Exactly, angel hair. That's the one reason. It's the funny thing is, it's my least favorite pasta to cook. I love making pasta dishes, but it's my least favorite only because it's like, you could easily overcook it if it goes a little bit. I like al dente, and it's just like you have to be careful. I just don't like the texture of it. I like more, like spaghetti. Well, I like rigatoni, things like that, but just your regular spaghetti or linguine but it's Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but to put it in the oven.
That is so crazy, because I am not a chef at all. I'm not. And I'm an okay cook, but number one, I get bored with it easy. Having to cook every night for a meal, it just drives me insane. It's so boring. And I can do some good things, but even I know that even that is, you don't have to even to be very skilled in the kitchen or in the culinary arts or whatever to know that angel hair is the delicate pasta. It really.
Well,
Somebody said it.
even the food of his, I mean, Egypt is not known for hummus. Like hummus is like more in the Mediterranean, you know, Lebanon, Syria, like Jordan, Palestine, or whatever. But okay, he put vinegar, like he puts and then somebody said, I don't, like I said, I don't watch him, but I threw when Mary would watch, show him, then I got sick of him. But a lot of people were saying he puts vinegar on everything. I'm not sure why you put vinegar on hummus. I've never ever heard of that. So that's disgusting.
If Natter would be a food, he would be vinegar. I mean, let's be honest.
Burnt vinegar.
He'd be
burnt vinegar, but chewy vinegar that's burnt. I don't know. The delusion is incredible. It's absolutely quite amazing that him and Chantal actually met and got together, because they're both the same side of the coin. That's what I'm trying to say.
They are
in delusion, aren't they?
They are. Yes.
You would have thought that one of them would be able to meet the opposite of that, and the other person pull them up by the bootstraps and give them some sort of perspective.
But he cannot, like, even when we've all, like, we'll make a dish. Sometimes it doesn't turn out. I love to, experiment. I'm sure many, many, many people do, right? Like, I'm so self-critical. I drive my family crazy, and because I'm like, oh my God, I wish I didn't do this, because I like to change up dishes, whatever. And like but that's a normal person that's like, it didn't come out as I like, blah blah blah. This guy, there could literally be cockroaches in his food, and he'll still say, oh, this is very good, this is delicious. I mean, that's how cocky he is. He thinks it's amazing. Even when, how he overcooked that shrimp one time, it was, oh my God, the tuna. I just remembered. He did something to the tuna. So when you cook tuna steak, it's literally supposed to be in the middle still, like, you don't cooking for very long at all. I forgot what he was. It was a beautiful steak. Oh my God, it was horrible. I'm trying to remember what he did to it, but he didn't even, do it he didn't saute it. It was just something steam. I don't know what. It was disgusting.
Probably deep fried it in custard or something like that.
Oh yeah, 90 minutes.
Because tuna steak's supposed to have that definite demarcation line, aren't they? Where they're cooked on the top and on the underneath, and then you've got the chunky, darker flesh.
Yes.
Not so. Yeah. It's not for me. But even I know that I don't eat tuna like that. I don't like tuna. But even I know that that's how you cook tuna. But it's all his way, isn't it? All my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. Are we gonna see Natter tonight? What do you guys think? Is he gonna be live? You guys think so?
Yeah, I think so. Friday night. Oh, if he's with Foodie though, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. Do you think he's with Foodie? No. Okay.
It could be, but
I think for sure they're talking. I think for sure they're talking, texting, whatever.
I don't think that their sessions go all night anymore. I think it's a quick ooh and then bye Chantal. You know what I mean? It's one of those, don't even bother taking your coat off sort of thing.
You're killing
so
me.
Yeah, I think he'll go live. It's Friday night, isn't it? It's when Jeff Cook does all the good stuff.
And I'm guessing Dede lost her job, right? I guess we can say that because she doesn't seem to be working now.
Oh, really? She's working from home though, isn't she?
No, because she's been on like a couple days. That she said she was on a 2-week vacation, but now we're on week 3. So I don't know. I just can't. She's also like really trying with her channel now. I can't imagine.
Well, you know what's going to happen when she loses her job or something like that. You're gonna turn on one day. You're gonna get on YouTube, and he's gonna be at another a woman's house, taking over her kitchen, or, same thing. It's like a cycle, it's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's going to be somebody else that can, has more money, has more resources, whatever, that can just get him. Cause that's what he does, right? He goes from women to woman to woman. That's his, that's how he's always been. And these women,
do you think that, I don't know whether you discussed it in another Monty After Dark, maybe yesterday, but do you think what Jennifer Corvina said about him and May and his mother and his brother, do you think that's all true?
I don't even know, because can I trust Jennifer Corvina? No, I can only trust the evidence, right? And she hasn't provided any evidence, so there's no way I can really say yes or no. Once she provides any proof that he was saying that in any type of message, that's when I'm gonna believe her.
But why am I not surprised?
Yeah, because it does.
Why am I going, oh yeah, I can really see that being true. Am I really that fucked up by this situation? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I need to step away for a while if I think something like that is, oh yeah, I can really see that happening.
But you know what? Why not to say it's not true? It's just funny. Why didn't she record him? Or like, I know sometimes when things are happening but she was recording the other stuff. So how come she didn't try to, once he started talking right away, whatever it is, do what she did with the other videos and or whatever messages? I'm sure he wouldn't say that on messages, right? I don't know. Then again, he's stupid.
Maybe she has got it. I don't know, but it's...
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, there's no point in trying to analyse it, I suppose. I just wondered whether everybody else is not shocked like me, but is just giving it, well, it's a possibility, but we need more deets. Sorry, Jennifer Corvina.
But that's how...
I don't know you.
Yeah, and natural, that's how I feel. Like, whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter to me. Like, stay away from him. I think he's done enough to say, don't go near him. If you're a woman, especially, do not get involved with Nader and Dede at all. Don't send them anything. Don't get involved, because they're not good people. They've shown that to us time, and I don't need Jennifer Corvina for that. I can just see what has already happened.
Oh, it's just he's got a few people now that have drunk his chunky Kool-Aid and totally bought into his lifestyle, isn't there? So you're asking whether he's going to come on tonight. Won't he be on his reaction channel, reaction to the week's news, Monty?
Well, I guess that's gonna be a staple, right? And Natty Daddy is now reacting. Before it was parties, like he would dance and drink and listen to music, but now it's gone to reactions. Well, every channel evolves. But yeah, I guess so. He'll go on there. He'll
so is everybody thinking that if he doesn't come on tonight, that him and Foodie are making the beast with two backs in some seedy motel room somewhere? And do you really think that's what's happening?
Possibly.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
But he's
not
trying
shocked.
to he probably thinks, like, obviously he thinks he's the best thing that ever happened to mankind, period. So he probably thinks he's the best reaction channel. So he sees all, these people are reacting to him or to whatever, to Chantel. So he thinks, hey, I'm going to do that too. And I can do it better than them, So.
Oh yeah, of course he does. Yeah.
And whatever gets him money.
Exactly. And he'll be able to come out with all the quick wit one-liners, and all of us will be like, oh God, I'm never going to speak publicly again because this guy is repartee and it's just so good. He's the new flipping...
But like,
George Carlin,
He's the fact that he's, he has such, how they say have to have tough, skin to, especially I'm sure on YouTube, like Monty's used to it, or everybody else, right? People talking about you. But he, like, for instance, garlic bread. He didn't even say anything about him. I was like, wait, what did he say? He came out the first video against garlic bread. I didn't watch it, but he was upset because garlic bread made a video that about him reacting, about like Nader reacting to garlic bread, and he gets upset very easily. I mean, his ego is so fragile. You can't say anything about you. Yeah, because I'm like, what did garlic bread say? He barely said anything about you.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to grow a thicker skin if you're going to be on a YouTube reaction channel, Nader, because they all come for you in the end. Many reactors have people turn on them, so you just better shore yourself up for. I mean, after he got annihilated in Gary's chat the other night, I wonder if he went back and thought, shit, I'm no good at this, or whether
No, he would
or
never.
whether what
Never,
did he think? What do you
never
think
would
he
he
thought?
admit he's not. He would never eat. I mean, there could be, like I said, there could be dead cockroaches in his food. Somebody even said in the comments, he would say, "Oh, I added that for the crunch." Like, that's so true. You know, he would never
Yeah.
even like, you know, because you saw with that when Foodie and him had that fight, the one she wanted to show how he was mean to her, like before he goes, "That's shit because of you." But like, he ate it, and you know, in front of the camera, of course, smiling, obviously, you know, he would never ever admit something he did was not, you know, good. It doesn't matter, you catch him red-handed even doing a crime, he'll never admit guilt or admit defeat or admit that he did something wrong or cooked something bad.
His Dede's oven, like, he'll cook, and of course he burns food, and the fire detector, the fire alarm goes off, and he blames the oven. He's like, it's the oven, guys, the oven's very sensitive. No. No. And Natural Ginger, to answer your question, you know what he probably did? He probably got off and blamed Dede. He probably got mad at Dede, because that's what he does. He gets whoever's with him will get the blame. So he probably in some way said, this is your fault. You said this. You shouldn't have said that. He definitely
I mean, yeah,
probably
she was shaking in her boots that one time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I cut you off. Remember when it froze for a little bit, the chat, I had mentioned this before, I'm sure you guys all saw that, but like, oh my God, you could just see the fear, and even the chat wanted to defend her. The fact the chat already knows his temper, they know what they're dealing with, and they wanted to defend her, like, oh, it's okay, it was just 5 minutes, or, you know, and he was like, through the charger, and I mean, he went already, he was crazy, like,
yes,
that poor lady, she probably got it afterwards, but like,
That's right. Yeah, he probably said to her, "Oh, it's your fault that I didn't answer properly, or I was unable to come up with something good because you put me off. You distracted me. You were trying to talk to me while I was trying to, you know, blast them with my intellect, and it was your fault."
I mean, for him to get angry because like, that's just the internet. Like, it freezes. Those things happen. He gets so angry about everything.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when Chantal said that, we can't believe what she says, but she said that, you know, he got angry with her if the food was wrong or something. Or
I do believe that. I'm not, because, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying I do believe Chantal. Oh God,
yeah. I can believe that. Yeah,
but I do believe, just because we've seen him already, and then there were a lot of similarities, the way he was behaving with Chantal and the way he was behaving with Dede, just with his reaction, like, how, you know, I do believe, because he's a narcissist and he thinks it's everybody else's fault but him. And
look at that time that she went round, you know, that time when she went round there and she was caught in his kitchen in the ham leggings, and she had that blanket round her, and he made her sit down and say, apologize for being there, being caught, and she was like, she was so timid, and he was really intimidating, walking around her in a circle like in a flipping Nazi interrogation room, and she was taking it all and everything. He's like that about everything.
He loved that. He loves humiliation.
Yeah.
He loves to have that. It's just, it feeds into his ego, his dominance. And I don't mean it in like the other, you know, BDSM dominance. I'm talking about him, you know, being dominant over a woman, and because he cannot handle and I'm sorry, I will, even though I am, and I'm not saying this about all, you know, like the culture there, because I am from there, so I'm not trying to be, you know, but he, you know, it depends on where you're at, what part of, you know, that world you're from in the Middle East, but he is of that, you know, area where women are beneath you, and he acts like that. So no, you know, he's not somebody that's he doesn't think women are equal, but he does not. So to him, like, oh my God, somebody like Mary criticizing him, oh my God, that's just like, That's just
It's all
blasphemy.
misplaced honor, isn't it? I see no honor in what he sticks up for. Like, I'm going to eat you if you say anything about my mother. It's all misplaced honor, and it's jarring to everybody, really, who've got an ounce of decency, because it's just not right. And how is it not right? What makes it so jarring to everybody? I can't put my finger on it, other than it's just not how humans behave to one another, especially if you've got any feelings for them or any relationship at all, whether it's your butcher, your baker, your lover, your mother, your friend, your anything. People don't interact like that. It's just highly, highly dysfunctional, and he's never going to change, just like her up the road.
Oh no, he's not going to
So
change.
they make a perfect couple. You know, they just
do.
stagnate together.
Okay, so can we talk about the jacuzzi thing? Is this Roman's jacuzzi? Like, is this what we're doing now? We're going Thursday nights on Twitch and gonna go in Roman's jacuzzi? Is this the plan?
Roman baths.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay.
Roman baths, yeah.
Wait, there's oh God, what did I see? How I barely I come back, and that's why I'm always what did I miss? What is so now they're on? I thought Chantel hated Roman. Is she now involved in this jacuzzi situation? What's going on?
Well, yeah, it was like she was cool with him, then not cool, then cool, then not cool, then cool, then not cool, and now she's cool again.
Oh God.
Well,
Just
my theory is, you know, she exposed this week that she gets paid for Twitch on the 15th. And I think she got paid on Monday for Twitch, and it wasn't a lot. So I think that we all agree this is a money grab to get people to go on Twitch. But I think in her mind, she's planning, she's going to have, because we see she's broke. She gets broke after like a week and a half, and she has no money. So I think she's planning to have this Twitch to kind of be her saving grace, because it's kind of coming in between the YouTube check. So she's trying to get this Twitch on the road, getting people to go join Twitch, which, you know, if you join her, you're stupid. She's never going to do this. First up, it's Friday. And of course, her first jacuzzi is going to be Thursday night. Well, that's the latest she could have possibly done it, right? She's not like she said, I'm going to do this.
So is people in jacuzzi
talking?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Bep is saying she's a year behind the hot tub streamer trend. Yeah, she is. As soon as I heard it, I thought that's a bit passé, isn't it?
Wow. So wait, she was with Roman in the jacuzzi. Is that what you stream from there? Is that what it is? I guess.
She made a community post that she's gonna start next week, Thursday. So she made that post 5 hours ago.
I wonder if she's asked Roman.
Monty, how come you're not doing that? You have you're.
I should do hot tub streaming. Maybe I will do that on Twitch.
What you guys?
Wait, why can't we
the panel join him for the jacuzzi?
Why can't we do jacuzzi stream like on YouTube?
I was gonna say, can we do that?
Is it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Are there any YouTubers on YouTube doing jacuzzi streams? I don't know. I don't
on YouTube. Yeah, I would say so. I can maybe search right now jacuzzi stream and see if anybody's doing.
We would have to all go to Canada, and then whoever wants to go in to join, he has to. Okay, you can go in now. There's space.
Yeah, there's people doing jacuzzi streams.
All right. And what is the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Really? I mean, what is the
Does there have to be a point?
Does it have to be a point to anything? Come on.
I just wonder what the draw is. I mean, I'm not interested in looking at 18-year-old girls in skimpy bikinis.
Well, I don't know if jacuzzi beezing is the healthiest for Foodie, because they say if you're overweight, you have high blood pressure, you should not be in jacuzzis. That can actually hurt your heart.
We know she shouldn't be in there for other reasons, because the water will turn murky and
imagine the scum on the top.
Imagine the stuff that's gonna float up there. Oh Lord, I would never go in there. Yeah.
And who's gonna get in the jacuzzi with her? Roman? Really? Roman? Are you gonna get in the jacuzzi with her?
I guess so. Roman's gonna get in a jacuzzi.
Wouldn't it be funny if she did a jacuzzi stream and she was the only one in it?
Well, she
you
can pay them to get in.
Hey, everybody.
Just pay to get
Hi.
out.
Hello.
Hi,
So,
Sarah.
you can get STD in a jacuzzi. It's called trichomonas.
Oh,
Yes,
really? Oh.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
you
she's not
can.
going to get that, is she? Because you know she's very particular with her private places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, well, it's possible anyways. If the jacuzzi isn't maintained like it should be, you can pick up all kinds of things.
But didn't she have that?
I think she did have that, actually.
And I don't know if she ever got it cleared up because she never went and got rechecked.
It was one of the holy trinity of STDs that she had, I think. I think it was a trick. Is it known as trick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They typically treat it in tandem with one of the, I think all of the big threes, I believe, or one of them. I can't remember. Yeah,
So if
typically if you have like
It
gono
sounded like
or
a car. It's
syphilis,
not sounding like the cars. The big three.
yeah, or the other one, then they usually just give you treatment for trick because you most likely have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like her holy trinity: Lambo's trick, Sofa King's gonorrhea, and plain cheeseburger's chlamydia, whatever it is.
Syphilis, chlamydia,
The
gonorrhea.
fact
Yeah,
that
the
we
big
know
three.
what she was tested positive for, you know, that's
Syphilis king.
scary.
I
So
still
if it's
wonder
not-
about the syphilis. I'm sorry, Natural Ginger. I was just gonna say I wonder about the syphilis thing because did she actually get a blood test for it? You have to you know, there's ways to test for these things, and did it say on those records that they tested for syphilis?
I don't know. I didn't see the receipts. I didn't actually get to see that.
Because we know that that can cause the mind to go, like as Monty has said before too. Also, so can the other ones, gonorrhea, if not treated.
All of them can actually
Do you think that's
penetrate the
why
mind.
Nada is a bit cray cray? He might have because he doesn't get STDs, does he? He didn't. He's not the type of person to get.
Oh yeah,
STDs.
he can't use that excuse because he didn't give them, right? So he's just naturally cray cray.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you cray cray for another reason. Ooh. So if it's not Roman's jacuzzi, whose is it? Who's going to allow her in their jacuzzi?
I heard it's the aunties, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh.
people have been saying that it's Roman is living with his aunt, and then that's
Yeah.
her place.
That's what
I thought you meant Chantal's aunt. I thought, well, that jacuzzi's in Jamaica, so. But so it's Roman's aunt is going to allow Chantal in her jacuzzi.
Or maybe she
Plot
just won't
twist.
know Chantal's there.
Wouldn't this be funny? Plot twist. Jamaican aunt staying with Roman.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be a spectacle?
Yeah. Auntie Sorrel gets knocked up by Roman Hill Roman. That would be funny.
Hey,
Hey,
Joe.
guys.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, Co.
How are you guys?
Hello.
Hi guys,
Hi,
can you hear me walking? I don't want the noise to be annoying.
We don't hear much noise, so it's fine. Do I
Good.
It's
quickly?
all good.
Yeah.
I'm just on my way to work. I walk, so some people do that.
Right? So she's out here spreading STIs to people. Is that what we're talking about? Chantel spreading STIs?
We're talking about the jacuzzi beezing she's going to do Thursdays on Twitch, and
Yeah.
how that's going to, and you can spread, what is it you said, Sarah Jane? You can spread what?
Trichomonas can be spread in a hot tub.
Which
Yeah.
is something she had.
That's a parasite.
Yeah.
It sounds very itchy. Itchy for twitchy.
Natural Ginger, you were asking about what kind of pet they were going to get. There you go. There's their pet.
No. Oh my God.
That's funny.
I
An
can't
exotic pet.
be
Jeez
like eating them.
Louise.
I don't honestly think she gonna do this whole hot tub
Well,
situation.
I mean,
Where okay, if she's gonna do it, where is she gonna do it at?
Roman's aunties.
So gonna be at Roman's aunt's house.
I
Oh,
guess.
so they're cool again now, are they?
Okay, so
I
I hope
so.
she don't think that the hot tub get rid of Trick, because you remember she said when she dipped herself in the ocean in Cuba, that restored her pH in her vagina.
Oh God, she said
That was
that.
strange. She only
Yeah,
went up to
she
her knees.
did.
Yeah.
She only went up to her knees. How did she get a vagina in the
So
water?
they're gonna break everything.
I mean, did it even
It's like a
enter
breach
there?
I don't think like
God.
she just went and took a dip and walked back out. Or fish.
Those legs were still like fused together when she was in
Well,
there.
remember
Like,
she found God in the ocean. I guess he was waiting for her there.
wow.
Oh, top 10%
And
of
was that
beautiful
before
mermaids.
or after she raged in the hotel room?
I don't know, but remember she was
Was
saying like, "Oh, I
after.
saw God," or I mean, like talking about God because she went in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. I remember. She went in the ocean in her Spanx. Who
Isn't she a strange character? Really,
right.
honestly, she is just unbelievable.
I
She's
don't know
Very.
anyone that gets
she
in
is so.
the
Oh,
ocean with Spanx shorts on. Like, okay. Like it's not tucking nothing in.
okay. So this, I think, it's a whole week. Well, it's 6 days, isn't it, until Jacuzzi Bees? So I
Right.
think it's going to be one of those where she forgets it's just an idea that's gone up, and she's going to, and it's never going to be mentioned again, like lots of other
No.
things.
Yeah.
Or she's going to really, really plug it every day, and then she's going to have a crisis on Thursday morning and not be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I
Yeah,
think
me
it's all
either.
a ploy to get people to join Twitch. I really do. She has no
Yeah.
plans on doing Twitch. She wants people to join it. And she's even said, use your free Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription. Use that. She is such a scammer. That's why her and Natter deserve each other. They are two of the same kind. They are both scammers. The least amount of work for the most amount of money. I mean, she's a mess.
Well,
Did
she
y'all
can't even
hear
do
how
it, can she? Because wasn't the last time she went on, it was just a whole mess. She just didn't know how to use the software. Is that
no,
right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what she was doing. She was
It
doing
was
a
on
test
for
of
about
it, and it was
about a minute.
terrible.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right. So
Did
I
y'all
think
hear
it's
how
magical thinking.
did y'all hear how Natter came from Mary Cab?
Yes.
That was so bad. Like
Yeah.
Natter don't know how to take no type of criticism at all.
Yeah, we were talking about that. He's so bad. He is. I know. And like we were saying, he can't even like he's just so bad at this, like trying to react, and he's so bad because there's nothing intelligent that comes out of his mouth. It's all degrading and dehumanizing. It's nothing is of substance at all. Like
He's
Foodie again, like Foodie when she tries to react, no substance.
no at all. He said that the best chefs are men. What? There's a lot of women and men chefs.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not.
Yeah.
that's the sort of thing he would say, because he always has to have that demarcation, doesn't he? Men and women. There's no just humans. It's always a war between the sexes. And
Christy C says, yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, Natural Ginger.
Well, no, I was just gonna. It's just a war between the sexes. That all it is. It always has to
Oh.
be them, and disgusted. but
Yeah,
not
he's
surprised.
just sexist.
Well,
Mm.
Yeah.
he again, he has no substance. So he goes for the easiest thing to say. So when he says, "Oh, well, men are better chefs," that's your argument? You think that is gonna match what Mary's saying? Like, there's no substance at all to anything he says. Nothing.
Nope,
And
not
that's
at
why
all.
he's bad at it. I like a good reaction channel that has substance, that has you, when they speak, you're like, oh yeah, that, because you're thinking it, but the way they say it, you're like, yeah, that's how I feel. No,
Mhm.
Right,
women, yeah,
and his whole way of doing it is just total criticism. Like, it's not no type. You're right, like no substance at all.
Because when
Just
you're intelligent, like we are, as some people might not think that, but like, well, I am. Say for me, I need something that grabs my attention and keeps me engaged. And there's
exactly.
nothing about him that would do that
yeah,
at all. Even if I
nothing.
could understand what he was saying.
Yeah, there's that too. I don't know what he's saying at all. Like, I watch him, and that's what, when I watch him through reaction channels, because I don't know what he's saying.
Right.
So I need
I
to have
have to
somebody telling me what he's saying. I
I
mean,
have
he'll
to
say
watch him
stuff.
through Mo Translates.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, then he'll say stuff and I don't react, and then somebody will say, well, this is what he said, and I'm like, he said what? I'm like, because I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I'm like that. What did he say, Monty? Can you translate for me, please? What did he say? Or I think I've heard something and I comment about it, and I've completely missed it completely altogether. And I was just making it up in my head because that's what I thought I heard. So
Yeah.
Did you guys
it's
see
too
how
much hard work? It's hard work for absolutely no reward whatsoever at all.
But
Has
did you
he
guys
been
see when he's? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
scratching his peen lately? I just saw a comment.
He's got a ghost, hasn't he, that's been grabbing on his cock.
Well, that's what he says. Yeah, I think that's the we said yesterday, that's the STIs.
I heard that, but I didn't want to click on it to even see. I'm like, I don't even want to know. Like, what is that about?
I just heard
I
that
watched it through a
he's been
reaction channel.
troubled with
It's the ghost of Gunno past.
Exactly.
Well, that takes the saying "I ain't afraid of no ghost" to a whole new level.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what even the dead want him.
that's not a ghost. That's the parasites down there that you and Chantal traded back and forth.
Oh,
Your little
Ooh, that's
pet.
so gross.
That's
so
your little pets.
I was gonna say, do you guys notice when he's chopping, he's so arrogant. Like, when he was chopping onions, I remember, like, he looks at the camera or whatever just to show, like, look at me, I don't have to even look where I'm chopping. That I don't know why. I know this sounds really evil, but I'm like, I hope you cut yourself one of these days, just so you could, because he acts so arrogant. Like, he doesn't do it because he does it just to show off.
Right.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys saw that. What I'm
No,
talking
I
about.
noticed it. I definitely noticed it. And he calls himself sharpening them knives against each other, and all he's doing is
That is
making
not
it
how
dull.
you sharpen knives. Like,
No,
it's just
No.
stupid. It's so stupid.
it is.
No, I agree with you. Like, the two best days of my life this year so far was when he fell out of the chair and when he showed up without a tooth. I was like, the two best days of the year.
Oh, I love that chair. I love that chair
Oh, I can
thing.
watch that over and
Yeah,
over. But man, I'm always like, come on, cut yourself, you son of a.
Yeah, there's like a
Real men,
satisfaction
yeah,
in it.
Nada, real men, when they cut themselves chopping onions and they chop the top of their finger off, real men eat the top of the finger.
the ghost of
They put it in their mouth and chomp on it. So you should try that, Nada.
Well,
if
he
you're
does-
a real man, you'd eat
He
your own
does like to
fingertips.
eat people.
Well, he did burn himself. He got a big old bandage on his arm from burning himself. I guess real chefs burn themselves.
Did he burn? Did he burn
Somebody in
himself?
chat says it's not a ghost grabbing
that's what he
grabbing
said,
onto
that he
his
burned his- he burned his
Chantel
arm.
invisibility cloak.
Oh,
Real
he's
chefs
one of
do
those
that.
too. When he gets hurt, he's one of those crybabies. Like, oh man, I couldn't.
Oh my
Mm-mm.
god.
Are you saying Chantel has her cloak of invisibility like in Harry Potter, but she's more like Hammy Nasher?
Yep.
Who was that in chat that said that? That cracked me up.
That's too
You can
funny.
imagine it as well, can't you?
Oh, God.
That's not a Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh, that is so funny. Who said that?
It's
That's
funny
right.
because it could be true.
Wow.
Well, I guess that would explain the toe. Was it the ghost sucking his toes?
Net
as
and
well?
Roo's cavapoos.
I think
Was
didn't he say it was biting him?
Yeah, but who else? Who else was doing toe play with Nader?
That's where
Chantel.
Chantel, exactly. So it was her.
That's where Foodie is now, guys.
Wait.
Foodie's in her invisibility cloak.
Chantel done manifested herself over there in the bedroom with them. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Whenever she's missing now, we're gonna say she's over at Natters in her invisibility cloak.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that has really tickled me. Oh
Me
my
too.
God.
Me too.
Oh. Who was it that said that? Nat and Roo's cavapoos.
You are
That
funny.
cloak is working overtime too.
Okay. Invisibility tarp is more like it.
It's up.
She's gonna end up getting caught because she's probably wearing size too small. Instead of a 4X, she's got a 2X on. She's gonna get caught.
Oh, I'm starting to snort now. Oh my god.
Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
Mrs. Double Bunny wants to ask this question. Farida, does Nader speak well, and is he understandable in Arabic?
Does he after one sorry, I was trying to read that again. Yeah, he does. He does speak Arabic well. He does.
Yeah, but why does it sound like he's chewing on stones?
I don't know.
Right? I mean, maybe it's the teeth because they're so freaking big. I don't know.
No, he thinks he's such a good singer. So, but I think even FFG was saying so. The songs that he puts on, I remember, it's like, oh god, they're horrible songs. Even his song choice is terrible. Like even the ones in Arabic, or I've never. Like there was one that remember with the violence in Arabic. I just thought, what the hell is that? You know, he just
What is it? Fourth pyramid or something like that?
I don't. It was just the one about you know, like just all those words about like, oh god, I can't even remember.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
Yeah, because it's
I
been
think it
I don't
was
even-
Fourth Pyramid. It was the
The
song
one
about
he sings
I'm the best
over.
there is. Yeah, I'm the best
Yeah.
there is. No one can come close to
Oh
me.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you mess with me, then you're gonna, find yourself in the ground. That's the Fourth
Right.
Pyramid.
Yeah, but he does speak you know, I understand him, but even some dialects, like his dialect is you know, Egyptian dialect, there are certain words they use that we don't, but yeah, he's, you know, he speaks it well.
I can understand him a lot of times when he's just talking because, again, I grew up like around a lot of, I guess, well, Arabic people in general. So, yeah, I can understand him. Like, there are a few times, maybe a little bit, I don't, but for the most part, I know what he's saying. I just don't care to listen.
Oh, that's you understand Arabic? That's cool.
Oh, no, not Arabic, but like his accent, because a lot of people just can't understand him, period. Like they're saying they can't understand the accent. I can understand him talking. But yeah, I don't well, no, I know a few things in Arabic, but not a lot. Like I can't speak it or anything like that, but
I'll teach you after I cook for you, remember?
awesome. Yes.
I know that the only time I can't understand him is when he's like fidgety and talking fast, and and I don't know, it all blends together like wah, 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 wah. That's all I hear.
Yeah, the English for sure is horrible. Like even you know how there's certain like you know how when somebody's speaking English that's their second language, like you even know most of the time where they're from just based on the English accent, how they're saying it. You know what I mean? So he should, like, I should understand some of it, but because, for instance, like I was saying earlier, the P, there's no P in the Arabic, like they're in the letters, there's no P. But
Okay.
he says boli, like bolis, or B, but I can't even understand his English. It's horrible, his English. I mean, nobody understands what the heck he's saying.
No.
Um, he's yeah, and he's been here for a very long time. For
Yeah.
somebody that worked, didn't he supposedly, did he work here somewhere in a restaurant, or was that just Egypt?
He claims he did.
Said he worked in many different
He's
restaurants.
ignorant, and he doesn't feel as though he needs to improve his English because people have to really listen to him to understand. I can imagine him thinking that I'm not going to improve my English. It's not my fault you don't understand me. It's your fault. I think that's probably his rationale.
Probably.
But,
You have to adjust to him, not him adjust to his
exactly.
surroundings.
Yes, exactly.
I
That's it.
guess.
Ignorant.
Yeah,
Foodie likes it.
in the beginning when he was saying things. There are a couple of, I remember there's some people that were asking him things in Arabic, and he thinks like people don't speak online, like how Mo Translate or other, to understand him. He would answer. I think he realized afterwards, like, oh no, I better be careful what I say, because I wish I could remember what it was. I'm sitting here trying to remember. He answered somebody something, and it wasn't, they asked him something in Arabic in the chat, and like, God, I wish I knew what it was, but it made him look bad if he was translating it in English, but because it was something about foodie, I'm gonna have to look back and see what it was again. I think it's somewhere in a one of the reaction channels, but he doesn't probably think people are gonna like translate him, because yeah, he's stupid.
Well, Foodie, like I said, he likes people to adjust to him. Foodie was adjusting to him, I guess. I know
Well, yeah,
Dede
she's
is
pulling
because
like, I've even her like chat, her post. Sorry, I was just getting like the marhaba, and how, like, what did she say, like um salamu alaikum, or what did she say? One of those, like, she was like,
yeah,
all of a
I saw
sudden,
that.
like, she's like trying to, on her community post, starting with that marhaba, and then like you said, she's adjusting to him.
Yeah, that which is crazy. So is Dede. I
It's
don't
just
understand.
stupid.
Like, when someone is wrong. Why would you uphold wrong? Like, you sitting here agreeing and laughing and you know, um, talking about Gary and thinking it's funny. Like, Dede, what is wrong with her? Like, how about no, Netter? I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
That's
and
not
that's why
cool.
that's why I've always had a problem with her from day one, because some people, like, because they had so much hatred for Chantel, like, oh,
Mhm.
but I never liked her because she is a snake as well. They all are. But she, like you said, exactly that reason. You can't stand up to him whatsoever. Like, the fact that okay, you like the guy, whatever. I don't know what it is you see in him. But when he went after Gary, you would, like, come on.
She
Just,
agreed with it all.
yes, it's disgusting. How could you do that? What is your excuse? Like, and by the way, it's not like she is brainwashed, as in, like, she's blinded by him, that she thinks he's right. The fact that she was recorded complaining about him, he's controlling, he's this,
Mhm.
she's not getting anything out of it, that says that she knows. She's not like, how some people or some women, like, they cannot see any wrong, they're just so blinded by love, whatever. But she was already complaining about him. So come on, what he did talking about Gary is absolutely disgusting.
Right.
And you're not woman enough to tell him, get the f out of here, this is not acceptable in my home. No, she doesn't. So that's why I don't like her either.
Or how about the fact we're not going to speak on that subject? Something like that. You don't have to engage with what he's saying because sorry, that's not funny. That's not something that you make fun of, you know? And she just sit there. Go Natter, you did great, Natter. Natter, Natter, Natter.
Yeah,
Like,
but as somebody in the
I'm a
chat saying
puppet.
that that a queen, I went off, so I don't know the full name. Sorry, but that she said, let's be real. She knows, but she's scared when the cameras go off. But she
You
had
talking about Queen
plenty
of
of
what the
time.
fuck? Oh,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I said
Oh
it.
no, I'm saying in the comments. Is that what you're asking? I'm saying somebody was saying like she knows if she stands up to him, she will. I'm reading it. She will get hurt.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, but she stood up to him
Oh,
before
Queen Ms.
about
Latin
something.
Stars. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I said she stood up to him before about things. She's told him like, "Let me talk," and so I just think
Yeah.
she's just a crappy person. I think I don't know. She's a simp. That's simple. She's a
Yeah,
simp. And
like my point is like, okay, you guys are saying, or the person she's afraid of him, but
Mhm.
after you complained about him that he's you're not getting anything out of this, he's controlling, blah blah blah, and then he does this disgusting behavior. You can get rid of him. You
Mhm.
can get the police. How they went, I'm sure these detectives or whatever, that came to her house that time when they took her. And I mean, I don't know, what in the timeline when if was it after he hit her or whatever. I'm saying she could get rid of him if she really wants to. Let's be
No,
real,
but she
she
don't
can't.
want to.
I mean, she
You
can
know.
call her brother, she can call, exactly, she can go to the police, she can change the locks. I don't know, she can get rid of him. I'm just saying, if she really didn't want him there, she can get rid of him, but she defends him, and then she doesn't, like you're saying with the whole Gary thing, she didn't really stand up to that, did she?
No, she did not. She laughed.
yeah,
She
she
laughed
left.
with him.
Oh, that's
She
disgusting.
laughed. And I love the way Mo translates break it down. You know, with she has like the closed caption, but it's big enough for you to see, and then she kind of breaks down what they're talking about if he don't like say the word specifically. And I just think Dede is just as bad as Chantel and Natter. Like,
She is.
like, what if that was like one of your family members being talked about in that type of way? How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting on the internet laughing at someone else's tragedy. Like, that's not cool.
So, what do you think Chantel is going to halt her live streams whenever somebody's sniping? What do you and Sarah Jane think about that, girl? Because we were talking about it earlier. Do you think
Mm.
she's going
Well,
to follow
stop
through
it.
with that threat?
I don't
That
think so.
No, that won't last long because
No.
think she'll do it once or twice and then get
maybe,
annoyed.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
maybe even once. I don't think even twice.
Yeah. Because
It's
it's
gonna
not.
get old really fast.
Yeah. And she'll
Because
lose all her revenue, won't she? Has she not thought of
right.
that?
Because you gotta understand, like, once she's already losing money when she deletes her live stream. But if it's short because someone says, "Oh, Monty is sniping," then all the people that could potentially send super chats and anything else, that's gone. So she's not gonna keep that up. She's not gonna keep. She might do it once, maybe twice, just to say, "Oh yeah, if you sniping me, I'm stopping the stream." But she's not gonna keep that up. Chantel streams too much, and
Mhm.
she's in need of money at this time, so that's not gonna fly.
Not
Well,
only
she's
that, if she keeps shutting them down, like, so she's already hard to find.
Hmm.
So the notifications when she keeps coming live, if she shuts them down, goes live again, shuts it down, goes live again,
Hmm.
people aren't going to be able to find her streams as easily either.
Yeah, exactly.
But by the way, Monty, I wanted to ask something because I think as Smelly Cat mentioned it, and I forgot to, about squatter rights. Like, in Canada, do you guys have the same laws? You know
Oh
how
yeah.
here, if you could say the same, like, oh, but I live here, you can't really kick people out. It's really difficult.
Right. You
Oh,
have
in
to have
terms
them
of
evicted.
him, in terms of Nader living at
Yeah, like
Yes.
let's just say she says, "Oh, I'm gonna kick you out." Can she?
No, she can't. She lost that right because it's already established residence months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to go through a formal eviction process
Yeah.
to get him out.
I was trying to see if it's like here, like America.
Well,
And
listen.
he's established residence. There's videos of him cooking there, shitting there, sleeping there. It's well established that he lives there. So,
Yeah,
What
that's how it
about
is in
though?
Texas.
What about because of the tapes though of the violence?
Yeah, typically you're subject to immediate removal if you've committed a crime, especially when it's within that residence, then they'd remove him, right? So she could use that against him, but like, listen, this is what he did to me. See, it's on video, and then the cops would take him out. But is she gonna do that?
Well,
No.
she
I
can't
don't know.
because she's already said that that was them playing and
Role-playing.
she wasn't being hit. So the police are going to go, well, what is it? You said it was one thing and now you're saying it's another?
Mm-hmm.
So people role play and cut their hand from hitting someone?
Well, that's how she explained it. It was all consensual sex play, wasn't it, for them? That's how she described it to the police. And the police have gone, okay, all right, if that's what you say. And
But
admitted some of it.
she even said in the video, she said, you hit me. That's not planned. That's abuse.
That could just be a script. It's easy to say because well, I meant to say that. Of course, I'm going to say that because that's all part of the act.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like crying for daddy and things like that. That's all part of their sex play. That's what she said before. So they'll probably go, well, she'd have to come up with. I think she'd have to come up with a new video of that, a more recent one, to say, well, that was sex play, but this isn't. Now get him out of my house. Maybe, but she's not going to do that. I don't think.
Monty, I have a question for you. Do you know when another SVL video is gonna drop?
I have no idea what Jennifer Corvina is doing. I'm sure she's frantically working on something.
She could actually just say though that she was going along with what he was, the story he was saying, and go back and say that really was violence.
Mm-hmm.
I
Maybe.
think that because sometimes but they did take her down to the police station alone, and
Yeah.
she maintained that story.
Yeah, she did. She said that she had all her receipts, should we say, whatever they were. She knew what she was saying. She was convincing. She said that they sat there and raised their eyebrows a bit as if to say, really, this, you like this? You want this in your life? And she's going, yeah, it's part of us. It's what we do. And so, they're allowed to do that. And the police can't do any. The police can't do anything about it.
Police.
Police.
I like that.
So I think, no, I don't think she will.
No.
I don't think she's got any intention. She's definitely on Nada's side. She's not a woman's woman, is she? She's a man's woman.
Right. Dede is a snake. Like, Dede was a beezer and saw this man and preyed upon him basically until she got into his house, and like that's some weird stuff. Like, what?
I know.
To me, she seemed like a predator.
But it's not part of me. I can't work it out. I can't see the attraction in it myself.
Nope.
I know you don't, and I don't think any of us here do either.
Nope.
I think we're all batting for the same side when it comes to that. But anyway,
Yeah, believe me, we're all baffled. What made her, like, the fact that she sought him out this much? Like, what was it? Like, his cooking, what is it you saw so appealing? What is it? Is what I'm dying to know. What the hell did you find attractive in him? I don't get it.
I don't either.
no.
them teeth.
Maybe she saw
baby.
his potential, and
The
of
potential.
being a reactor and a dancer and a reaction channel and a
I
TV
think he's a
star.
good BSer to people who have low self-esteem and who are seeking attention at the time, and that's not to put people down. It happens, you
Oh
know.
gosh, yeah.
He's a grifter. Let's just be
Mhm.
real. So
I've fallen for bullshit when I've
I
been
have
at a
too in the
low ebb in my
past.
life as well. When I've
I've
needed
a
and
couple
somebody
of
stepped
times, as
in.
a matter
Yeah,
of
of
fact, when
course.
I was younger. So,
Mhm.
and even it can happen when you're older too. So that's not to say if you have somebody who's a good talker behind the scenes, he's giving her that attention, he's stroking her ego, telling her what she wants to hear. You know,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what's happening there.
You just have to be at the he or people like him have to
But the
be at the
thing
right
is,
place at the
like,
right time, and they can really reel you in and get you really discombobulated with your whole life, you know.
but like, where is the morals? You know, like like my mom always say, you know, the way you get them is the way you lose them. Like
Mhm.
she already knew that, you know, if he didn't claim Chantel, we all know that, you know, they were in some type of relationship and seeing each other. And Dede just kind of like, basically, she came and took him.
Mhm.
Like no morals there at all. There's, you know, kind of like, you know, if you're single, you like, I used to think, I'm single, I'm not gonna mess with married guys because once I get married, I don't want to have, you know, have that same thing come back on me.
Right.
Some women though are ruthless, aren't they? We've met them in real
Mm-hmm.
life. You know, when you find a real ruthless one, and you think,
Mm-hmm.
whoa.
You know how Trey Songz is like Mr. Steal Your Girl? Ooh.
Yeah.
But what would be Dede? Mrs. Steal Your, I don't know.
Matter.
I am
Matter?
a firm
I'm not gonna
believer
call
in
him a man.
how you
Mrs.
get
Steal
a man is
Your,
how you lose them, and I'm a
yeah.
firm
Steal your
believer of
junkie.
that.
Yeah, but you know, there's so much. It's funny that I didn't even like think about this. You know, that I know. You know, I'm sure we know people that somehow similar to like Chantel, because I remember this lady that she worked for me. She you know, it's the same thing. She was not, you know, the size of like Chantel, a little bit less. You know, she's a bigger woman, and she had her own company. She like this guy. He came from Algeria. She even changed her religion, converted for him to Islam, and it was like this. He started also abusing her, and she neglected her company. She was making, oh my God, she was making a really good money, and then she stopped paying the workers. She stopped doing everything. Just, you know how Chantel was, well, Chantel
Mhm.
was always ignoring her life, but it
Yeah,
got worse
well,
with
yeah.
Nader,
Mhm.
right? We know this with Nader, it got worse. He was like, so I just remember the other day going, oh my God, you know, it's other that it's kind of like similar. So, you know, she was so brainwashed. Like I remember her telling me, and I it's been a while, so I forget all the stories, but it's so crazy how it's, you know, there are like similarities, and there are women out there that will just do whatever for this guy. And, you know, sometimes later on when you look back, like let's just say whatever, you know, it happens, and you know, the relationship ends or something, you realize, oh my God, what the hell why did I do that, you know? So
Yeah.
there's a
Mhm.
lot of women
Right.
out there like
There's a
that.
lot of traps to fall into.
Yes.
It's easily done. I know it sounds, you think, oh God, that'll never happen to me.
Yeah,
Well,
and oh my
never
God.
say never. Never say never, because it could.
Yeah, and I just remembered, I just want to say she also was sending his family money. Like it was he even went to jail for something, and I just remember now, she did the bond or something, and he got the money instead of her. I don't know, but it was like the same thing where because didn't Chantel say she sent his mom money or something? I mean, it was
Yeah,
like
she gave him money to send to his mom.
yeah, so it's like the same. It just keeps coming back to me like, oh my God, she did this. So it's a lot of people out there in the similar situations, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
very, 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 very cruel to do
It
somebody
is.
like that. It really is.
I
Because it's
agree.
people's feelings as well as everything else. It's somebody's heart that you're messing with, which is one of the worst things to do. It's cruel. It really is cruel.
That is
Yeah.
so true. It's one thing that it's going to hurt your pocket and you realize, oh my God, but it's another thing that you wake up and realize, oh my God, this man never ever loved me. He was just in it for my money. It's sad.
Mhm. It's very sad. I don't know, like I it's hard for me to say because I've been with the same guy for over 20 years, so um and I've been married 18 years, so it's kind of hard for me to put myself in that position. But also, before I got with my husband, my mom taught me, like, don't be stupid over these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, the way Chantel is acting over men is like when I was in high school.
Mm.
And I can't, like, I couldn't imagine being her age acting the way she acts over different men or even over Natter.
Mm-hmm. She's done it all her life, hasn't I can see
Yeah.
Chantal being like about every man that she's ever fallen for, being crackers about.
And she just said she wants to, didn't she just say, I'm sorry, Natural Ginger. I remember that she, the last thing I heard her when I watched her, she was saying, oh, I'm going to have I feel a marriage proposal coming up. Did she say, should I buy a ring? I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
buy
well,
an
you are
engagement
crazy.
ring.
Wow.
Well, you know what that is, don't you? If you men on Facebook, and this has happened to me, and this is why I don't go on Facebook so much anymore, because I was getting bombarded with men from Africa and
Yep.
all over the place,
Yep.
even written in
Everybody.
foreign text and things. One will say something to you and they want to be a friend. So go, yeah, you say yes to one of them and you're getting 50 requests every day. Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, what
Yep.
you doing? Phoning you up on Messenger. And I had to switch it all off. And so
Right.
my real friends couldn't and block it. I was just like, this is mad. And it's because people, they do that. And within like 2 minutes, they're talking relationships and marriage and stuff. She gets somebody like that and they want to ask her to marry them, or I'm looking for, would you make a good housewife? Blah. And she thinks it's because it's her. And it's not. It's like they do a round robin, everybody putting it out all the time, seeing who takes the bait. And it's really, really bad on Facebook at the moment. So
It was bad on Instagram. I actually changed my
Yeah.
Instagram over to my dog. My dog has her own Instagram now because I was getting phone calls in the middle of the night from people because I didn't have it on private. I had it on public because I had a YouTube. And people were trying to call my Instagram. It was crazy, these
yeah.
guys.
I have mine on
Yeah,
private.
and it's that, and they get everywhere. And I think it is some sort of network because and I think your name must go up on a whiteboard somewhere. Oh, this loser from Milton Keynes, England, she said
Right.
yes. So right, let's go for her.
Well, did you guys ever watch 90 Day Fiancé? There was a woman on there that was talking to a guy from England, but he was really
Right.
from Africa.
Yeah.
I forget
Uh-huh.
her name,
I
but you
remember
know who?
that.
Yeah. And he was sending her like fake pictures. It was like a nice tan, like buff guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
I
like the
think his
guys
name
that
was
were talking to
William or
Chantel.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry, Sarah. Carry on.
Oh, that's okay. But yeah, so she fell in love with this guy and like he ghosted her when
Yeah.
she wanted to meet up with 90 Day Fiancé. He ghosted her because he didn't exist. He was in another country. He was someone else.
Yep.
Well, I was getting messages and that from 21-year-old who in India who had their own jewelry business and things like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck do you think I am? Do you
And
think
they brave enough to call your
hello,
messenger.
darling. I really like your picture. And I'm like, and he's got, and he's there, and he's sent a picture of himself, and he's got all the rings, and he's lying on a Mercedes, and he's got the leather jacket on and the shades, and I'm going, and I can see Chantal going, oh, this guy from Qatar, he's got his own business, he's got his own jeweler's shop, he's really, and he's messaging me and thinking about marriage. I'm like, Chantal.
Yeah, they were calling her. Remember that guy? There was a guy that
Exactly.
was calling
And
her, and she was talking. And she gets all acts like she is.
She feels like she's
her.
hot.
Yeah,
Like
and it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's scammers, and they all call you babe, so they don't mix up your names.
Chantal reminds me of like a like Danielle from 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
you know,
God.
Danielle and Mohammed.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, I remember those two. I don't know
Danielle
whatever
was
happened to
so
her.
naive, and yeah, either that or what's that other one?
Scamfish on YouTube, or Scamfish, Catfish, Scamfish, the one on YouTube.
No, there was another. There was another couple too, but I forget. She had a little girl named May, but I forget her name. Oh gosh,
I've never watched.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. She live in Florida.
Yes. I'm a
who you're
90
talking
Day
about.
Fiance, fanatic.
Yeah, me too.
You'll be able to tell me all about it. I sort of get the idea, but I can imagine it being very messy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's why I like it.
Seeing a guy in,
I know.
what is it? Tanzania or something like that.
Oh, remember the family gave him, or no, she gave him like, was it the family or her? Nicole, that's it.
Yeah.
Nicole, like, so she gave him $5,000 to start a business.
Yes.
But the business was never started. The mom came down there to check out the business, and it was never existing.
Right.
Yeah, he scammed her big time.
And it wasn't like if she would have brought him over to America, she couldn't even show that she could take care of him. She had to get her mom and dad involved, because she was just working at Starbucks.
The one thing I have seen about 90 Day Fiance, where it was a man that was being scammed by this woman he was supposed to be engaged to in Ukraine or
yes,
Ukraine.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. And he went out there and she ghosted him. Is that the one? Yeah. Is that
the lady didn't exist?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did exist, but she wasn't. Oh, I don't know what it was. But
the one from Vegas,
what her pictures look like.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No,
she finally came around, I think.
Yeah, is it the one from he lives in Vegas? I think he lived in Vegas, and nobody thought if she was real. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they broke up after because she just I forgot what happened because that was an older one, right?
Yeah, it was. And Chantal reminds me of those.
He was in that trench coat.
Yeah.
They had matching trench coats.
God, yes. Oh my God, that's crazy.
But it was the delusion was heavy. There was I just saw it wasn't the show because I haven't watched it, but I just saw a clip on YouTube about when people have been really, really fucked up.
Well, there was actually two of them though from the Ukraine that got messed up like that. There was that other guy. He was a nail tech.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna bring him up.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was. He went to Mexico to propose.
Yes, he waited in Mexico and nobody showed up. I'm like, how sad is that?
That's so cruel.
You get all you use all that money to go and see these people, and then they don't even exist.
He even bought a ring. He had the chocolate panties waiting. The edible panties.
The edible panties. I remember.
Chantal would turn up in chocolate panties, but they weren't chocolate panties when she bought them. You know what I mean?
But they would not fit. They would be like a big fruit roll up under her fupa. Like,
oh no, not the visuals, please. I want to think. Oh God,
gross. Strawberry flavored fupa.
Yeah, so these things about this man from Qatar with a business that was wanting to know whether she would make a good housewife and everything like that. This is what these guys are. I'm telling, this is what they are, because she says she's got loads of them. Well, as far as I knew, a few months ago, I had like 65 or something potential
Yeah,
boyfriends.
absolutely. On Facebook, they good for doing that.
It's just, and she says, "Oh, I'm really self-aware now." Chantel, no, you're not. You're not, because you think that is real. They're not. It's
Chantel is naive.
honestly,
She's very naive. She would fall for one of those scams.
I know, it's because
And
they're
who-
relentless
tell
as
me-
well. You know, it's
Tell me who actually go on vacation just to look for men.
I don't know.
Like, if I'm going on vacation, let's say I was single and I'm going on vacation, I'm going to take some of my friends. We're going to have a good time. It's not about going to find a man just to
Heck,
sleep with.
yeah, I'm gonna go with my girls. We're gonna have a good time.
Right.
We're gonna go out. We're gonna see the scenes. I mean, if you meet someone, you meet someone, but that's not your main intention.
Mhm.
It's just
Like,
to go have fun.
you're going all the way to another country just for dick.
But and by the way,
Yeah, if you can't get it in your own country.
She doesn't need to go. If she really wanted, why would you waste, like, instead of sightseeing and learning the culture and everything that people want to do when they go travel somewhere new. I mean, she even said when she was talking about Egypt, like, I don't want to see no pyramids or climb no pyramid. Like, she's just so ignorant. Like, why? If
You don't
men are
climb
all
pyramids.
over, it's like, does she think she's more desirable there than here?
Yes.
Than, like,
Yes.
is that what
Yes.
it is?
Absolutely.
She's
Mhm.
delusional. Honestly, she is.
She
And if you
thinks
think
that
about it, yeah.
no offense, but she thinks foreign men will have to depend on her in every single way.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's how she feels like she's superior above everybody. Well, get a clue, Chantel, because it's not the truth, honey.
I'm going over there and learning or trying to learn a little bit about the area that your hotel's in, maybe, or things like that, and go over there looking for food and dick and go to a
Right.
certain place. It's very predatory, isn't it?
It is, and it's
It's a bit of a
dangerous.
hard word to put on it, but it is predatory behavior, which is
And
really
it's very
alarming.
dangerous. You don't know
Yeah.
these people in another country. You don't know who you're meeting. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's scammers and crime and everywhere you go. So she don't know who she would be meeting or bringing back to her hotel. They could take everything she have.
Because if you're going
Also,
over there with an agenda, Chantal,
there's
Right.
you're
rules.
definitely
There's
going to
rules
meet
in other
somebody.
countries that don't apply.
Exactly.
Right.
There are rules. You must follow them. You must respect them. You must respect the locals.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how she's very openly, sexually open, talks about it, like, you were saying, Sarah, some countries that's forbidden. I mean, you can't even, if they find out you and I mentioned this so many times, if they find out you had sex and you're not married, you can go to jail. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
so
can.
many things you cannot be doing, and she's stupid. Or even how much skin to expose, or even, let's just say, certain countries. And I know somebody disagreed with me, but it is true. You cannot, for example, let's just say it's during Ramadan and she's eating, you can't be eating in front of, because you have the religious police. It's different than, like, than the regular police, if you will. Like, for instance, Saudi Arabia, I even remember, not to get so much into it, but I even remember, I don't know who was interviewing the prince of Saudi Arabia, and she said to him, like, well, you have the power, why can't you change? Because at the time, I don't know if they changed it, women couldn't drive, and he was just saying how it's just different, that it's more like the religious authority, or so my point is, like, you have to, what Sarah exactly said, you have to know how, the rules.
You have to be respectful.
And be respectful. Yeah, because some places it's normal to them, like certain things you can't do, or you can, just stuff like that, but she just thinks it's all about, like, I'm gonna find, men and
She's
food.
not thinking of it like that. She's only thinking she's thinking of places that's gonna be similar to where she's from. but it's not like that. She don't understand, like, it's gonna be a total different
In some
culture. It's
places, if
kinda
you
gonna be
go
culture shock for her.
exactly, if you go and act like you do, Chantal, on YouTube, waggling your ass and showing your massive cleavage and talking about farting and fucking and wieners or whatever you say, you go and you will be treated as somebody who acts like that. You won't be treated like a princess. You'll be
Yeah, look at what
treated
happened to
as something very different,
yeah, and look
which is
what's
not
her
what you're
name?
going out there for.
She's in what's her name? She's in sports. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Women's basketball, I think it is.
Brittany Griner.
Oh, thank you. Like
Yeah.
she had medical. It was even medical weed, right? And
Yeah.
she in Russia, I believe they confiscated her luggage or whatever. They found that, and now she's waiting trial. And poor thing, she had a picture of her wife. I mean, it's just sad because she didn't know, and unfortunately, a lot of these countries, you can't be like, ignorance is not bliss. You can't be like, whoops,
Right.
well, I didn't know. Like,
Right. It don't fly in those countries like it would in the US or even in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what Chantel is thinking. That's ignorance, if you ask me. Like, if it was me going to a different country, I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the country that I'm going to, and understand where I'm going, understand the hotel I'm staying in, because you don't want to end up in the wrong place. Because every place you go to has a bad area.
Mm-hmm. Well, she
It's
doesn't even
not
know
like
about
she
her
know
own
or not.
country, does she? She doesn't
No,
even know
she
about
doesn't.
her own country and culture. She's very
No.
ignorant like that. So she's going to go out there, and Chantal is going to learn
Mhm.
and remember salient points about another culture and be able to have a discourse with somebody about it, and also answer questions about her own country and culture. Get
Mhm.
out of here!
I want to
Just
see her in.
sitting and reading and pulling the rat face, going.
Yeah.
That's what she'll be
Not the
doing,
rat face.
and going red when this and falling for anything. She stands for nothing. She will
Yes.
fall for anything.
Well, one thing she wouldn't be able to do is like she does on YouTube with her filters. When people see you in person, it's a whole different story. It's not the small chin, and not the it's the whole 100% you, whatever flaws you have, they're seeing it. So
Yep.
she
And
can't
also,
filterize that.
she doesn't know about street life in different
No.
countries where people will shout, and I'm not just talking about the young lads. The old ladies will as well say things to you openly. They're like,
Oh, they
like,
will.
why are you so fat?
Oh, they will.
Why you smell? Things like that. They will.
I'm gonna tell you, if she goes to Egypt, she's gonna hear the word bakara like 1,000 times, which means cow. She will. They
Oh,
will.
yeah,
They don't
we
care.
heard that from Nader a lot.
It is amazing. And Chantal, cringe factor. My goodness.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
actually like to see her come to Jericho. I'm not going to take her there, but I could, just to I just want to go see maybe, I'm going to be there the same time she is, to the Dead Sea. So she could, go into the water because there's nothing live in there. Obviously it's the lowest point, on earth, Jericho. I want to see her float on the water because you can't drown because it's,
Croatia.
I want to see her. And I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was reading the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
My
Yeah. So I
bad.
see her go. No, Jericho. Yeah, I'd like to see her float in the water, in the salty water.
Even in
Well,
Britain,
she's a
would
salty
be-
ass, so
yeah.
I'm just
Well, it might help,
look,
yeah.
I
It might
love
help with the
I
stroke.
love animals. I'm afraid for the fish. I'm afraid like
Oh,
poor-
how sweet! You're afraid for the fish.
yes, don't get in the water, Chantel. Like, oh man, a poor fish in the sea.
That's why
Even in Britain,
Dead
even if
Sea
she
is
came to
putting a
Britain,
lot-
you know how sarcastic and
Oh,
the
yeah.
British are. And
Yeah.
they're not rude, but
Blunt.
there's lots
They're
of
just blunt
side
and
comments.
honest.
Fucking hell. She would, you would say, they'd be like, for fuck's sake, look what just walked in. You know, that's how it would be. But anyway, she's not coming to Britain ever. No.
What it is the she can filter her face on the Tinder apps and whatever other apps she used on her phone with these different guys. So they're seeing
She
a
can't
false
filter her
version of her.
THC habit though, can she, Cole?
She can't what?
Because she's not able to go a day without the gummies, and she's going to
well,
fly all that way without any THC on her because you don't want anything
You're gonna
sniffing at
have
you or anything like that on your clothes. You're gonna have to clean everything so you haven't got any smell of weed on you. And you're not
well,
going to have any in a completely different country all by yourself.
Oh,
if she
she's
have
gonna
anxiety
raid.
issues, she's gonna really like the way she was in Cuba. She couldn't get, the marijuana like she wanted to at home. So she was in full rage mode. She was drinking alcohol. She was doing any and everything because of her anxiety.
Well, exactly. I mean, you would think you would need whatever you've been using for years and years to help with your anxiety. You're going to get anxiety when you're by yourself traveling in a different land, in a different country. You're going to need it. And she's not seen Midnight Express. She thinks Midnight Express is the Istanbul Uber Eats delivery service. No, Chantal, you try and buy THC in Istanbul, you're in big problem. You have big problems.
Prison bees. Prison bees.
So I don't know why her beezers aren't saying to her, look, Chantal, you're really going to have to get off the THC yesterday.
That's another question. What is wrong with the beezers? Like, they seem like they're just as absent-minded, some of them, as she is. They pump her up to do certain things. I'm talking about when she doesn't take accountability for the things that she's said and done. They're like up her ass, like, you don't have to explain this, and you don't, like the way she did Shannon.
Well, I think some of them, a very small majority of them, are sort of care about her and are worried about her and would, but I think their voice is sort of lost. They're trying to appeal to her nicer side, or they perceive that she has one, and through love and peace, point her in a better direction. I think a small amount of that.
I think that used to be me, kind of. But
well, yeah, of course. There's somebody like you that hoped for the best.
Yeah, well, I lost all hope.
I lost going, and then in the end, you was like, I've had enough. The scales have fallen from my eyes. I can waste none of my precious time on this anymore.
Yeah, because I think like the majority of people in there are just egging her on for failure, to be honest.
Yeah.
They want to see it, and so they're, I'm not saying like some of them do care.
Yes,
there's a handful.
Yes.
But I think the rest of them are kind of like trolls,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I do, but I don't know why. And I think that the nice ones who do wish her the best are afraid of saying to Chantal, look, you've really got to knock the THC on the head. If you're going for a week away where there's no THC, you really need to stop taking it last week. But she's, you're just a hater. I'm going to block you.
Well, the one beezer that she had that type of relationship with is up here on panel with us. Sarah, when Sarah came, when Sarah came, Sarah didn't say one bad word about her at all. And she basically aired her out, and it was uncalled for.
Yeah,
I just feel like when you find a real friend, because it's not easy to find real friends when you find a real friend, you cherish that. You know what I'm saying? You be a real friend to them.
It really stuck in her craw that Sarah Jane came here. And after a few questions, because I was a bit sarcastic with you when you first came here, I'll give you that. But we know you now, and you're well accepted in Monty's community. I mean, why wouldn't you
Oh,
be?
thank you.
And
Right.
she that really grinds her gears, because maybe this is where she would really like to be. But no. Or the
I
fact that you've seen, I won't say see the light, because it's not that big a deal, but you've actually made a decision in your own head. Oh, actually, this is a pretty poisonous relationship I have with this person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go over and tell them, and I'm going to get a grilling by the people in this other community, and I stick my grind. And after we'd all talked about it, you came back and everything was fine. That's what she
Yep.
really hates about you.
Right.
I really like you guys too.
We really like you too.
I'm
I mean,
thankful that I came over the first time, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here today.
right.
Exactly, yeah.
And she hates that. Like, that's why she tries to talk about you at any time she can, because she hates that, you was accepted the way you were accepted in the community. And we all know Chantel is a damn
Yeah.
fool.
There are a lot of ex-beezers. There are a lot of ex-beezers in here, and in
Right.
Pulpies, and in Yabbers, and FFG, and
Right.
everywhere. There are ex-beezers, and everybody gives them a
Hey,
side
Kelly.
eye. Oh, and then after a while, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You're with us now. You're with us
Hi,
now.
Kelly.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I'm looking. She still isn't away. She still isn't up or online anyway. She's still not nowhere to
And
be
is
seen.
he?
he's supposed to
No.
be in Montreal today.
There's no community tab post, so I don't know where she is.
Ain't no telling.
Do you think she's seeing Nadie, or do
Could
you think
be.
she's on a date with somebody else? Oh, didn't you say she was spending the weekend with somebody else?
Yeah, she says she's gonna be away practically for the weekend, so maybe that's where
There
she
you
is.
go.
Oh, buying
Yeah.
some time away, huh?
Yep,
Some-
she's
I
met
And
don't
where
somebody
is
off
she?
Facebook.
But you know how you guys think, just to be
She's met a jeweler from India.
do you guys think if she were okay, you know how we think she's with him, but sometimes I think maybe she's afraid that, or you know how he exposed her before, like, look who's here or something.
Mhm.
You think that maybe she would be too afraid of that, or she doesn't
No,
care?
she don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as Chantel gets what she wants, she doesn't care if he exposes that she was there or not.
You mean
You
the
know what I feel like? I feel like she was kind of happy he exposed her, because that means they were together and she was able
Mhm.
to show people they were together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also she loves the fact of pissing off Dede. I don't know why, but she really hates Dede.
Oh yeah, she does. Oh, definitely.
It's
Can you
more, yeah,
imagine if Dede's
it's more
channel?
content, it's more money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just imagining.
He loves her, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too. But if Dede did well, like, I don't know anything about her channel, watch her, but imagine if Dede started like doing a channel and getting more views, and oh, she will explode. She will explode.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, someone's saying that not Monty, sorry, Monty. Nada is nowhere to be seen either. So they're both missing in action. Thanks for that.
I just checked in 15 hours. It's been 15 hours since Natter's been live.
Oh, so they both are missing. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
Chantal, just go back with him. Oh, excuse me. Just stop pretending, Chantal.
Natural Ginger, I thought you were with that voice. I thought you were begging her, like, I'm like, what's going on here?
Sort of am actually, aren't I?
No.
Again.
They bumping uglies. Julia T, no. That's a good one.
Even worse, he's making us something to eat.
Oh.
something
That's
burnt.
Chantel's having to eat his food and enjoy it.
baked angel hair pasta.
It's like you can't escape. There's,
You
the
hate
green
that.
pea. Is it the green pea or burnt gray tuna? Like, which shall it be?
Not gray tuna.
You know that tuna that he just
Yes,
absolutely
and that salad.
oh God. Like, what's worse? So I don't know. That's why I keep saying, what is it that
Raw
you're seeing?
chicken. Ugh.
Oh God.
Maybe it's all got cocaine in it. That's why they like it so much.
Is that what make it taste good?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's why they like it. Oh,
Oh,
it tastes like arseholes, but it's got a good hit to it. You know what I mean?
Jeez, jeez. Oh my goodness. That's one of his his spices.
That's right. Yeah. The secret ingredient is some Bolivian marching powder. You know what I mean?
That's too much.
oh God.
Should we do a vote? Is Dede still working? I really don't. I don't know how I feel about this, but I just really want to know who thinks
You
is
know,
Dede still working.
I don't.
I think
she
she
had
is.
said in that video she had one more warning.
Did she?
Well,
And
what is she getting in trouble about? What could she possibly?
Oh,
She's
what?
she's been there that long. She could take early retirement. You know, couldn't she?
Yeah,
yeah,
she could. Yeah.
And she's not going to do anything that's going to mess up any pension plan that she's got with them. She will have built up a healthy percentage there, I imagine. And the long, if
You
you're
would
with
think
the
that,
company
but
a long
Dede,
time, she probably maybe. I think she's still got a job.
if there were people calling constantly though and showing the things that were going on, that could look bad, even if she's been there so long.
right?
Some
but the
companies
personal,
don't care.
yeah, I mean, how much does her company care about what's going on in her personal life? Because the only reason that it's being brought up is because of the haters getting in touch with the company. And in the say that doesn't warrant being sacked, does it? Because that could happen to anybody in the company, getting secrets about their personal life. I don't know, really.
True,
How that would
but they're
work.
on a public platform with it, and that's where it's different. Like, if
True,
somebody
true.
just
Yeah,
called with a secret, it might be one person. Now it's like 1,000 people. You know, not maybe 1,000, but it's multiple people maybe, and it can become a nuisance for a company.
True, but you would have
right.
hoped that the company would be on her side because he
And
said, "I'm being bullied online."
I
Aren't
would
you?
hope
but you could
so.
look at it. You could look at it like they are looking at it like she's an embarrassment to the company. Look at the
Yeah,
things that she have said and done online that is that they have not deleted. Then on top of SBL's
the
videos, like
CSA.
But
right,
that's surely she would have a legal leg to stand on there because that is surely I hate to use the word, but I can't think of another one right now. Bullying somebody for their personal life choices
but
when
that
their performance there's no reflection on their performance at work.
What about the
well,
CSA comments? She's
right.
laughing.
How about that? Like
She
she's
didn't say them though, did she? She can just say that it wasn't her saying them; it was just her fella. And no company's going to
yeah.
chastise a woman for what her fella said.
I'll
Well,
I'll
I
tell you
mean,
what, here in America though, and I had a friend who was fired for a post on Facebook. All she
mhm.
did was she was at a bar and she posted a picture and she worked in a hospital and they fired her because she was posting. I don't know, I guess she might have
Maybe she had previous transgressions, or they wanted to get rid of her. I don't
yeah,
know
and see, if they want to, they only need very little reason.
exactly. But then they've
It's
got to,
just something that they didn't that she was drinking and partying and there was pictures online of it, and they didn't say they fired her because of that, but that's basically why they fired her.
Right.
So they didn't use it as a reason, but they did.
Because I imagine companies have to be very careful about being the moral judge and jury about their employees, especially these days as well.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of jobs that don't like their employees like being shown on social media of any kind.
Maybe
I know
it's
that
part
like
Because do you
of the
want to
contract
I
though,
mean, we
because
know that nurses, are people and humans, and they do
mhm.
things that are human. But if people were to see her partying online and drinking and all that, and then they seen her in the hospital, people just have a different view of that. Like when they're like, well, how
yeah, that's
capable is
true.
she of taking care of me if she's out here partying? And that's just how people think, I guess,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. I mean, there's a lot more comeback about things like that these days. But then again, Dede in particular, she's got a 25-year-old contract that she signed, which 25 years ago there wouldn't have been anything like that signed into the contract, I imagine. Not as it would be now. But anyway, we're just speculating. So to answer your question, Monty, I don't think she has lost her job. I really don't. Does anybody else think she has?
Well, I think that if she hasn't lost her job, she's like if anything else happens, that'll be it for her.
she's on
Maybe.
her last leg, I feel like, because she said
Mhm.
that. She said
Maybe.
that she was. So if she hasn't, there's a good possibility.
Well, she's
I
like the
don't.
cat that's got the cream at the moment, hasn't she? She looks very happy with everything. She looks very chubby
I
as
don't,
well.
condone like people going after jobs and things like that. I really don't.
Right.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
that is really bad. And if anybody
Mhm.
does come after people's jobs because of internet beef, then they should get stomped on very hard by a very, very
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I
lawful
mean, I
beef.
just think that's going too far. Going outside of the internet period is going too far, in my opinion,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, I think she's still got it. I do.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I hope she still has it because you don't want to see anyone lose their job.
Oh,
You know.
exactly, because she's got quite a good job and she's been there a long time. She'll have
Right.
good superannuation and
Mhm.
it's just, yeah.
I
Please
mean,
don't
but the
lose
way
your job.
she acts, especially like when they're drinking, like she seems like she's doesn't care that she has a job, you know?
Maybe she's so good at a job that she can do it when she's
I
below
guess.
par, because you
Cause
can
to
do that with
me,
some jobs.
when they be drinking and stuff, it's like she doesn't care about the image that she's putting out, you know?
Leanie Bo thinks that Chantal and Nada are giving the sex chair a workout.
Oh
The
geez.
Hotel Foxtrot.
No, not that. Oh god, that gross chair.
She's starfish. She's having a bone spread on that.
Another bone
Oh, God.
spread.
Yeah.
We're getting close to payday, so like any money that she had available to use, she's probably using it because we're close to payday, right? So,
Mhm.
Yeah, and
if
by the
she
way,
had,
like what do you guys think about her? You know how she lost that weight? I don't know if it's rigged the scale, or she just lost it because she's seeing Nader and he's her, dealer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys what you think about that.
Yeah, that scale is broke. Chantel you don't see any weight loss on her as she says she did.
Well,
Didn't
she
she say
said
she was like 232?
232, not
I
332.
thought it was 337 or 327. Oh God, I forgot.
I could have swore the last
No, but she
time
said it was
she said it was
232. Yeah.
232.
There is no
Right.
two in the twos.
In the twos.
In the twos, yeah.
There is no way she was just 300
I know.
37 or 27 like a week ago.
She doesn't even believe herself when she says that.
There is no way.
I think she was just wrecked and she got it mixed up. But
Chantel lost like 20 pounds in 4 days.
Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't show us when she weighs, so she could be like
playing a recording,
Well, I'm saying
no, not that, but
she's seeing
weighing the
that's
cat.
you know, if you lean certain ways or if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
on the
yeah, of course you
carpet
can,
or
yeah. She's
just
probably got it balanced on a cat bowl. You know what I mean?
and is there a way to set those digitals back? You know, back like before you step on them somehow?
Yeah, there
Is there a
is.
way?
Sure
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah.
tearing. Is it tearing? Is that the word? Yeah, you can
Yes.
tear the scales. But if she has, oh no, I'm not even going to mention it. It's not worth it.
Well, no,
I
that's
think
why I'm saying
the
if she had
232
lost weight.
was a misspeak, and I'm not making a fancy lie there. I think she meant 332.
Yeah,
which meant she put
there's
on
no
5
way.
pounds.
Even for Chantel, there's no way that it would go from 327 or 332 to 232. She doesn't even believe
That's what
herself.
she said.
Because last time she was weighed, I know there was. I think it was Grim.
Say 450.
Grim in our chat, the one that always keeps tally on things. They were saying that's a loss of 5 pounds. So they actually got the. So they made a note of how much she weighed before and on the last one. So she's she's put on 5 pounds. That's what I was going to say.
She was gushing for her 295.
Hi, Koi TV.
Hi guys, can you hear me really well?
Yes.
We can, sweetheart. Yeah. What do you think about all this?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say right here. I think Dede gets a little more. She doesn't get as much credit. Homegirl is smart. Homegirl knows exactly what she's doing. She has been planning this because it's like, I don't know if you guys notice, like when you see Dede, she's like on the phone. It's like she's a totally different person. It's like she breaks character. Cause like listen to the Sam's Bar Lounge videos. You can see her. She's like, oh my god, dude. Foodie Booty is at my house. Foodie Booty, she talks like that. It's never like, oh, Chantel, just came through. She's being a biatch. Like, I don't know. Dede just gives me like, it's like she kind of, I don't know if like her reality or what's really the backstory with her, especially her talking about like how, oh, I'm going to have to grab $10,000 from my brother. I might have to get the money. Then I'm going to have to explain things to him. It doesn't, I mean, obviously we already know something's wrong with her, but it's just like, Dede gives me the weird vibes, but she's deliberate with exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, I've always thought that Dede was the worst of all three of them, and the reason why is because she inserted herself into this watching it from the outside. So she knew exactly what she was doing, right? She's calculated.
Exactly. And another thing I want to point out too is that everybody doesn't understand the YouTube backend. I'm a content creator myself. I'm in a whole nother sector. But it's just like Natter has no home dude, he can't even read directions as a recipe. It's like how do you expect him to work the backend? It's like Natter is not striking down channels. Chantel is doing it for him. He doesn't understand the backend because even for myself, I had to learn the backend and how do you strike, how do you submit copyright, what do you call it, copyrights, how do you submit privacy requests and stuff like that. It takes time to learn that stuff. It's not easy. Like somebody else that's skilled will have to show you how to do that, and you have to be precise with the terminology with YouTube, and Natter doesn't know any terminology.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm glad you brought it up. I was actually been thinking about it, wanted to mention it, that he doesn't know, he barely knows how to read English. I mean, how would he, even I don't have videos.
Hell, I don't even know, and I've had a channel for a long time.
But
I've never
do you
had
think
to do
it's
it.
like, do you think it's Dede, or do you think or Chantel?
I think it's Dede and Chantel. Well, Chantel can be added as like somebody onto. So the channel is under his name now, but you can add like a manager, like somebody else to manage your channel. So I feel like that's what they're doing. Now I feel like Chantel's in on it. I also feel like Dede's helping them when they're not getting along. So both of them. And then I also feel like there's some outside influences helping them too. Some of these mods and things know it, like Pretty Genius. She's been on the YouTube streets for a long time. So she was probably helping them in the past.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point because
Now,
only somebody that's savvy would know how to do any of this type of stuff. We already know Dede isn't savvy at all. Homegirl, what, they flipped the camera, the mute was still on when the last time we heard the discussion with the police coming to the house over the
Mhm.
CPAP situation. Yeah, Dede's not smart enough to do all that.
how long has she been on her job?
I say
Do we
25
know?
years. I
Since
think.
the mid 90s.
Yeah, she's been there a long time.
I know it was 20 something years. I don't know the exact. I thought it was 25, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
She,
she's
I don't,
25 years she's been there.
I know Chantel has doxed her on her job and everything, but I don't really want to say the name of her job, but it shows that the current job that she's at, she's been there 5 years and 8 months, and the previous job she was there 22 years and 2 months.
So 25 years and it might be down the toilet, all for Nader. I want to tell her, is that worth it?
Probably no, it isn't, but I don't think it is. Oh, VJ saying Naddy Daddy just posted a poll on his community tab about who he should react to tonight. So what are the options?
63% is currently saying Foodie Beauty, but he's not going to react to her. Well, actually, me, he will.
Who's the option?
But
Who's the
Jennifer
option?
Corvina, Mary Cab, Gary Unfiltered, Foodie Beauty, Garlic Bread.
Mm.
Oh, he should do garlic bread.
There's no
I
Monty up
want
there,
garlic
though,
bread
is
because
there?
he won't even understand anything. Because garlic bread is too, the way he speaks, he won't understand anything. I want to see that. It would be comical.
Yeah.
He's
In fact,
leaving you
Nada,
alone,
do all
Monty.
of them. Do all of them, Nada, because you're a real man and you can know how to do it, can't you? You could make short shift of it.
He's leaving Monty alone, though.
He's going to react to her, isn't he?
I gotta come back. I gotta do some more skits for me to be on his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, Monty, don't dangle yourself in front of him like that.
Don't dangle my carrot.
No.
No, not your carrot, your big, huge cucumber.
Ew.
Totally not green. That's totally not green.
The eggplant.
Eggplant.
Oh Lord, you do the eggplant, he really gonna be mad. He can be like, really? You think you're Monty? You're not a real man. I'm a real man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Monty, he'll be challenging you to box next.
Hey man, I'm down. If Nader wants to box, any place, anytime, I'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
No. I don't want you to touch it. No. I don't want you to touch it. Even if it's through big, thick gloves and
Yeah, maybe he'll do a Mike Tyson on me. Instead of biting my ear, he starts sensually licking it.
he'll
Make me
whisper
feel
and
real
sweet
uncomfortable.
nothings.
Yeah.
He'll be coming at you with a condom in his mouth.
Yeah, maybe
Monty
you'll
would
want to.
tap out real fast.
Watch out, he's bringing the poppers.
Not the poppers. I'm weak.
Oh my god.
Poppers and a condom. Yeah. Monty, you can't do that to me. Do you want to kill me? I'd die. I would die.
Roman gonna come in too. He gonna be like, "Oh, I want some of that
Chicken
action."
Little is not gonna do anything.
Roman's getting jealous as we speak.
Roman's running the jacuzzi bath.
He put the
He getting
chair.
ready
He
for
pulled that
Chantel.
chair out.
He's got bubbles in it already.
Oh, not
Don't
the
worry.
chicken.
I'm gonna
He's
keep
cracking
Roman
open the champagne
entertained.
bottles. He's
I'm
going
gonna
to
keep-
sink a few bottles before Chantel arrives on Thursday.
Right?
Roman
gonna
said,
keep-
Roman
Yeah.
said, hold my chair.
We'll keep Roman entertained with a folding chair. Don't worry, guys. It's
Yeah.
all good.
He likes to hump the folding chair.
Yeah.
Just give him a patio chair and a can of beer and he'll be happy.
Oh my gosh. That was so weird. That was awkward. Like, what the hell? Jesus.
Yeah, Roman's stroke game is weak.
No, Roman says he's not an alcoholic. He only drinks when he does live streams. So isn't that like several times a week?
Right.
In my
Who says he
opinion,
only drinks? Who says he only drinks when
not
it's
trying to
night
judge or
time?
anything, but Roman, you can be an alcoholic only drinking 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah. I don't think he's an alcoholic. I think he likes his bevy. He likes his bevy.
I wonder what his aunt be thinking when he be making all that noise in the bedroom.
He's a
And
lager
you
lout.
know, when he was humping the chair, I'm sure it was a lot of noise in the background. I'm like, I could just imagine what her face was like. What the hell is
She
going on in
was
there?
she was speaking on him and she put him on 4chan.
Is Roman live tonight? Does anybody know that? Is
I
Roman?
don't know.
He'll probably go live. It's a Friday, so
he likes
yeah.
to have a gaggle of women, doesn't he? With
But
him.
is it gonna be DJ Roman this time or Gambling Roman? Because he's on the
Oh,
gambling tip
please
these
don't
days.
be Gambling Roman, because
Really?
DJ Roman's more interesting. At least with the chair, we get some action.
That's the only action he about getting.
Until
That's
Thursday,
true.
and then he's going to get. Oh, there's going to be Chantal, a chair, and a jacuzzi. What more could it
Wow.
be? A six-pack. He's going to be
Oh,
a
he's
six-pack of
about
beers,
to have
by the
a
way.
ball.
Roman, dump that chlorine in there. You need double. Because that shit is going to be, oh my God.
Chantel's gonna say her pH is restored when she get in that jacuzzi. I promise you.
It's going to be funny.
That pH is probably gonna be acidic as soon as she goes into that
Oh my
pool.
gosh. Vinegar.
In that
Blech.
jacuzzi. Yeah, she's gonna change the pH. You know what? We need some litmus paper up in this bed. He needs to do the
You don't
test
need
as soon
litmus
as she's
paper. You just
yeah.
put Chantel's feet in and see what colour they change into.
Goodness.
Whether
Oh
they're blue or
gosh.
purple.
Right? It'll be blue around her. Your pH is off, ma'am.
He should actually interview Chantal in the hot tub. That'd be a good time. Have Chantal come. Who else lives in the area? You don't live by him, do
in
you,
there with her.
Monty?
Rat guy lives in
Rat
the
guy.
no, yeah.
Rat guy,
And Porch Lady.
Roman, yeah,
You
Porch
put
He
that
should
Lady.
just have everybody get together in the hot tub and
There's also Eves. Eves is in the area.
Oh my goodness.
it'd be an interesting show. He should have them all up in the hot tub and
Put
Oh
me in
yeah.
there
yeah.
too.
You know,
Would
it
you
might
would
not
you
be.
let him interview you in the hot tub, Monty?
Who's gonna interview me?
Roman in his hot tub.
Chantal.
What
She's
is
going
he
to cross
interviewing me
over.
about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He wants to know about your vinegar strokes.
No, natural ginger.
Sonny Beazle's like outbreak, ground zero, exactly.
And he wanna know how would you treat the folding chair.
Very carefully.
No, Chantel gonna want all the attention back on her.
Chantal's
Yeah,
going to
she
be
gonna
in the
get upset.
jacuzzi. Yeah, she's going to be in the
Chantel's
jacuzzi.
gonna do a belly flap just to get the attention. She's gonna
Oh my
belly
god,
flap.
and all the water is gonna leave.
No, Chantel's
If
gonna
she
fart.
ever
She gonna
did
start
that-
farting in that damn.
Can you imagine she goes from like a very reasonable distance, she flops down, you see Roman just starts flying. You know, like Team Rocket. You know when you
Hypothetically,
do
if you were
something.
there, you and Roman are like, she comes running in, you both are like flying through the air.
Yeah. You
She's
know
going to be
how,
a flying squirrel.
yeah, like Pokemon. You know how James used to get blasted off all the time into the sky?
Yes.
From Team Rocket, he would just get blasted off and he's spinning in
God.
the air just like that. Yeah.
Chantel's doing a Jabba the Hutt Princess Leia crossover
Oh
in
my
the jacuzzi
God.
in a gold bikini.
No, don't put that in my head. But look, she's awkward though. Like even when they was having like their little fun, on
Bye,
live.
Nut Cavapoos. Have a good
Nose
one.
Cavapoos, thank you for the the joke about Chantal in a invisible cape, that was
Right.
fantastic, by the way. I
Yeah,
love that
perfect.
joke.
Yeah,
That was so
genius.
funny.
Hey guys, I need to because I need to go somewhere. I need to start driving. So I'll have you guys in
Yeah.
the background, but I'll talk to
Be
you.
safe, girl.
Thanks for
Yes,
having
Take
me on.
care.
Bye,
safe.
Farida. Yeah,
Bye. Take
Bye,
care.
Okay, I gotta
Bye-bye.
go too.
unbelievably funny.
Okay,
That
all
was
right.
so
Take care,
funny.
Koya. Nice to finally, have you on. So have a good one.
All right, see you guys. Thank
Hey,
you.
hey,
Bye. Good
Welcome.
Hannibal.
luck again.
Bye.
Good luck
Bye.
Bye.
handle again.
But yeah. Um, yeah,
So
Monty,
we've
you
answered
should
the
join them.
questions. We've answered the question about the snipe. We've answered the question about the jacuzzi. Did we answer the question about reaction channel? Yeah, I said, didn't I? I said he'd come back
Yeah.
tonight on a
Yeah.
reaction.
We'll see.
But
We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
does anybody have an update on what's the most likely reaction is going to be doing tonight on his community tab? I reckon it'll be Corvina.
Yeah.
So far it's still Foodie Beauty at 65% now.
Oh, Food Beauty.
Who's second though? Because he probably
Jennifer
won't. do it.
Corvina.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is, you see, you've flipping Mr. Big. You got to say specifically what Chantal video you're going to do. I mean, why don't you react to a time warp before you were even on the scene? That would be funny,
I would.
wouldn't it? If you did, if you reacted to that one of her eating like the Titanic.
Oh, you could do the time warp in the hot tub. Wasn't there some kind of movie like that?
Yeah.
Hot tub time machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Wow.
Totally do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
come
think,
with it. Come
yeah,
with it.
so-
Oh, Natter.
Better. Yes.
Natter, Foodie, and Roman in the hot tub. Can you see it now? And
No.
Dede.
No. That's a
oh my
disaster.
goodness, that would be funny.
That's a disaster.
Mhm.
I would love to see it though. Like not
Yeah.
not any like, any play, but I'd like to just see them. I'd like to be a fly on the wall to them all talking to each other. I'd like to
Well, you
see
know what?
what they have.
I think Chantel would kind of withdraw. She's
giggle,
all
wouldn't she?
mouth. She's all mouth on her channel. But when it comes to being in person, I think Chantel's like a baby. Like,
Yeah. So she's
that's
just
why I
super
don't believe
shy.
she's getting all this dick. Like,
Yeah.
girl,
So
please.
she's all
Because you can,
talking.
yeah, because you
I
can
reckon
look
she
at
gets.
her look.
I reckon she gets somebody to fuck her because just to shut her up because her conversation is that bad. You have to shag her to flipping stop her from boring you to death.
I can look at her when she was on RSN for the second time, and also when she was on Roman stream. When I look at Chantel, she'll get to a point where she's quiet and then she's kind of like withdrawn and feeling awkward, and you can
Do
see
you
it
guys
on her face.
remember? Did you guys watch the stream with Nags when she came on there?
Oh, when she was
And
really, really high.
she brought the food. She came on there to eat, and he
Mhm.
was having a fit. Like she's like, "Do you mind if I eat?"
No,
Mhm.
He was like, "Oh no, go." He was just being polite, but you could tell he was so uncomfortable. I
He
thought
was
it was
making
hilarious.
really, really good side swipes at her and
Yes.
making
Yes,
comment.
she
It
is
was
socially
him and
awkward.
Gaining Ground, wasn't it? And you could see they were like, "Oh fucking hell!"
Now
And she was
I've
really,
done
really high.
I've done mukbangs in the past, but if somebody invited me on an interview, I'm not gonna sit there and eat my dinner.
Right.
It's just
It's
like
a
really
distraction,
rude.
isn't it? She's got no substance. All she said was, "I don't know, you know what I mean." Chomp, chomp, flirt, flirt. That's all. All it was. It was painful, and I don't watch Negs and gaining ground, but I saw that and I could tell that they were
Well,
like,
I don't
oh,
watch them either, but I watched that because she was going on there. Like, I never watch. It's not my thing. But I did obviously go on there because she was on there.
Yeah.
mhm.
And I wanted to see the interview. But yeah,
It was just
normally
very pig ignorant, wasn't it? It was height of pig ignorance doing that.
I
And
was
she
just
ate
cracking
as
up.
well. Yeah, we were all wet in our knickers, not in the good way, the bad way, laughing because it was so typical Chantal, and she really showed her ass in public on somebody else's platform who wasn't part really of the thing. I know GG was a semi flag flyer for her, and Nada came on, didn't he? And he was going, "Oh, you know, I really like you," and it was all like just massive circle jerk of.
Yeah, I actually don't care for those people, but I did absolutely watch her because it was, oh my God. I just couldn't believe, like, she went on and said, "Do you mind if I eat?" I'm like, "Oh my God, no, Chantal. Just don't do it."
That's just like one of us up here. We're on the show and we're just like grubbing out on cam. That's rude.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't imagine doing that. Mm-mm.
Me either. I don't even like to hear
Yeah.
mukbangers eat most of them because it be kind of smacky and slurpy and nasty. I just
We shall
can't
see
do
what
it.
happens. Or I guess we'll I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Natty Daddy one. I started watching a little bit of the Mary Cab and then I had to shut it off. So we shall see what happens on Natty Daddy and if he's really gonna react to Foodie Beauty, because she's, you know, it's still at like 64, 65%. So we shall
Well,
see.
he might, because anything for views, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we shall see. But I guess we can wrap this up right now, and we'll come back tomorrow for more Monty After Dark, and we'll shall see if she comes on. You know, it's only every once in a while, maybe every few months, that we get a day, or maybe sometimes 2 days. But has that happened in a very long time? 2 days though. Mostly, I think a day and a half has been the
It's been a
most
long
lately.
time.
Yeah, but she's practically on every single day.
All day.
If she comes
Yeah.
on later on, when Nadia comes on, then we know we've been together. If she doesn't come on all night, then she's with some other fella.
Or she wants to make you think she's with some other fella.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
who
giving. If you're
knows?
watching Chantal, well, you're probably not, because you've probably got a face full of cock at the moment, and so that gives you an out. But if she comes on later and he comes, if she does, I'm going to be asleep. I'm not going to be watching it. But check for bruises on her arms and her breasts, because that's when she usually tell when she's been with Nado. It's finger marks, isn't it? It's always a good tell on her.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, then. I guess that's it. Were you going to say something, Curl Connections?
No, I just said we'll see what happens.
Exactly. Well, I'd like to thank the panel, Natural Ginger, excuse me, Sarah, Jane, Curl Connections. We also had Koya TV. We had Farida. We also
Perfectly
had,
Perfect.
yeah, Perfectly Imperfect. And I believe there was Doe-Eyed Cookie was here for a short time.
Oh, yeah.
And
It was a
Tina
good
almost
time.
came on. Yeah.
Did we miss anybody else?
Tina was trying to come on. I think that she was on a few seconds, but something happens. You know, sometimes the connection's not that
Tina,
great.
you've not been on for a long time. Come on again next time, sweetheart.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you, everybody. I guess I'm out for the night. I might maybe do a video. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much for watching or listening. I appreciate all of you. And
Have a
good
good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night. I
Good night,
had fun.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.